Hey guys, what's up? It's Erin. So first of all, I'm really sorry for my extremely messy hair. I need a haircut really bad, and today was just like lazy bumming around the house day. So yeah, I look a mess. I just wanted to make a quick life update because it's been a while. I had my first therapy session this week, and it went really well. It was pretty uneventful, just kind of getting to know you stuff. Overall, it was cool. She seems really nice, and yeah, my next session is in 2 weeks, so we'll see how that goes. Huge update: I got a job. I've been in Florida a little over a month now, like about 5, 6 weeks. So I was really surprised that I did get a job that quickly. I know how shitty the job market is right now. I actually went through a staffing agency, and at my last job, I was promoted after almost over a year working there, and started working under a different manager. She made it pretty clear that I made her uncomfortable. I wasn't out as trans, but she just made it pretty obvious, and basically found the smallest, dumbest detail to fire me on that should have definitely been a warning, and instead I was terminated with no opportunity to even come in and talk to management. Anyway, skipping over the long story, I did let the person I was dealing with at the staffing agency know that what had happened, and let her know I have no delusions about the fact that my appearance may not always be acceptable to employers, particularly here in Florida, where most places do not have gender identity as a protected class on the non-discrimination policies. Well, when she set me up with this particular interview, she made it very clear to me that, you'll fit right in with everyone there, and it's a great atmosphere, and everybody's very accepting. Basically saying without saying that it's not going to be a big deal. That was very promising. Just in the time that I was sitting in the lobby waiting, my gaydar was going off left and right, let's just put it that way. And I did mention that I had moved to Florida with my partner when I talked to the person who interviewed me, and they just weren't fazed by it at all. It's like, that's cool, yeah, I came to Florida with my blah blah blah. Definitely a good sign. So we'll see how that goes. My first day is on Monday, and I'm nervous, but we'll see how it is. My intention is my first day to just say, I go by Erin, and I actually, identify as male and transgender. I would prefer to be introduced with male pronouns. I didn't really bring it up in the interview, but it seems like it's probably not going to be a big deal. I feel like it's better to just put it out there now than have to go through the whole process of explaining things once I get on hormones. It's just a lot less of a headache this way, I feel. So, wish me luck. We'll see how that goes on Monday. What else? I made a lot of progress talking to my mom. She's, struggling to understand, which is understandable, but she definitely is trying, and so that means a lot to me. She understands that this is what I need to do to be happy and comfortable, and she, supports that. I did let her know, kind of through joking. It kind of wasn't expected, but I did end up letting her know that I intend to have top surgery, and she didn't freak out, so that's good. The name change thing is the hardest on her, it seems, because, she named me, and this is the name that she's used for 22 years, so it's really tough for her to switch the name and pronouns, which I know sounds bad, but honestly, I kind of get it. She's on the same page with me as far as support. She just is really trying to understand. So I'll take it. And I actually told her the other day that I want her to pick my middle name. I had given it a lot of thought. I thought about naming myself, my middle name after my grandfather, but I don't know that it really fits. And also, my brother's middle name is already that, so and my original birth middle name, I'm not too fond of the male variations of it. Ultimately, I feel like my mom named me the first time, and I want her to be included in, I want her to have a part in naming me this time. You know, it would mean a lot to me to have that part of my name be from her and something that means something to her. Maybe she'll be more cool with calling me that, whatever she chooses for my middle name, which would totally be awesome. I had a good long talk with my stepdad actually, just kind of explaining transgender and dysphoria and what it's like, and just answering some kind of 101 questions. But ultimately, it was a really positive conversation. I think we came to a really good understanding that we didn't necessarily have before. I explained it to him in a way that I feel helped him understand really easily, and I'm gonna definitely probably be using this explanation in the future because it was a really good way for me to, articulate what it's like. I basically said, imagine if at 12, right before hitting puberty, you're in some tragic accident and lost your penis. It would screw with your head. It wouldn't just be a matter of self-esteem. It would really mess you up to look in the mirror, look down at yourself after that, and deal with that. It was like not only that, but imagine if after that happened, your mom was like, okay, well, we don't have that anymore, so I guess I'm gonna start sending you to school in dresses and calling you a girl name and treating you as a girl from now on. And having to deal the rest of your life with, well, you're not a real man, you don't have this, so you're a girl, and you're still the same person. It wouldn't change who you are, it wouldn't change your brain or your heart, but you would have to, deal with that for the rest of your life. I think that definitely made it click. So, I don't know, maybe that'll be helpful to somebody in trying to explain, particularly to a cis male, what it's like. It basically, it feels the same way to me. I wake up with that feeling every day. It's just my accident happened to be my birth. Overall, it was a good conversation, and we came to a pretty good level of understanding. My brother is fantastic. He totally caught on to the name and pronouns like nothing, and he's awesome for that. He's probably one of the most supportive people in my life without really having to try too hard, which is great. We don't really talk about it too much because we don't really have to. But if he has a question or anything, it just comes up in conversation. It's just no big deal. He just asks the question, and then we go back to, watching TV or playing video games or whatever. So it's really cool that, it's no big deal to him, especially because I was so worried about coming out to him, and, back then I was so nervous, that he would not get it and would not support it, and instead it turned out to be completely the opposite. So that's my life update. That's about it. Peace out.